Now, my friends, there are only 3 rules to keep in mind. Firstly, tonight's instance, as always, will be an Invite Plus instance. I recommend not having your status blue unless you are expecting friends to join you during this adventure. You may add any or all of us tour guides as friends, in case you need to send an invite request to get back into the world for any reason. Secondly, as I will be your tour guide this evening, please try your best to remain with me at all times. And thirdly and finally, each time we stop for narration, kindly become silent so that narration may continue. However, as we walk from point to point on the map, discussion and indeed shenanigans are encouraged. Now, my friends, there are a couple of world-specific notes to deliver to you once we get into the world, but I'll get to those in just a moment. Those in front of me kindly stand aside, and I will drop a portal to tonight's adventure. Please do not enter the portal until I give the signal. My friends, wait for me on the other side.
Oui, certes. Tu me disais vouloir venir, du coup, t'inviter. Avant qu'il soit trop tard, il disait.
Trade Gem. I repeat, make your way over to Trade Gem.
Just one strange question. Sorry. Do we need to have optimized avatar for this adventure?
hearing you. Please step over here.
He asked if optimizing.
Hey, Angelic. Do you have Trajan blocked?
Yeah.
Like, do you have someone named Trajan blocked in, like, in the instance right now? Because they're the tour guide.
Okay, thank you.
All good, my
They're the
friend.
cube.
Wait a minute. Hey, I remember.
Who?
Trajan is their name.
No, it says offline.
Trajan.
A few months
offline.
ago, I went to one of these things, and it was the prince.
So they're not blocked.
Yeah.
The first, and we got partnered up in the village.
J'ai pas compris ce qu'ils ont dit, donc je change quand même.
Oh. Yeah, okay. Oh, il a dit oui.
Do you see them in, like, the instance list, Trajan, or no?
This one?
Yeah, this instance of the master.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Unhide the avatar if possible. But I'm not sure if
Sure,
everything. Yeah.
But I
See
barely
if that,
remember the
like,
spawn
fixes it.
point.
Oh, that's because it was added afterwards. Wired came back and re-edited the world.
Oh,
so it
yeah,
could
I
feel
see
more
them.
of a area
Okay,
for
okay.
Final Fantasy XI.
Okay. I'm not going insane.
No, if you respawn right now, I recommend you don't, but we will respawn. We'll go back into a different part of the cave.
I was looking at the only thing that looked familiar was the ocean.
Greetings, Angelic. Yes, my friends, blocking the tour guide is going to hamper your experience tonight. I don't suggest blocking it.
I don't get why you would.
Although that
You
seemed
must
like a
have
bump,
deserved it.
so no problem. My friends, gather round where you can hear me. I have a couple of notes for you. First, make sure that your world music is set at a comfortable, immersive level, if you haven't already. Now, this floating book beside me here toggles the brightness for post-processing. If you find this map here even slightly dark, I do suggest clicking the book, because where we're going is darker than this. Additionally, this world's menu, to access it, press G if you're in desktop mode, or if you're in VR, press both triggers, I believe.
No, it's the grip. Hand grip. Twice.
Grip. Press the grip twice. You can see that this menu allows you to teleport to people and locations. You can use this to teleport to me at any point in time, and if a friend is joining, please also tell them of this feature. But to begin with, please open your menus and teleport to Arapajo Reef. It is third zone from the bottom. Arapajo Reef. Please teleport there now.
Or teleporting to Arpaggio Reef. There's
Funky.
I'm dead.
Looks more like a cave than a reef.
Underwater reef? Under reef cave?
Reefs have caves. Fun fact.
Non, je suis présent. C'est pas évident de cliquer sur des trucs avec des énormes doigts. Je reviens. Et comme il nous a rejoints. Tu vois, c'est le cube cosmique qui est là-bas qui va nous raconter la petite histoire.
My fellow tour guides are assisting a couple of members with navigating the menu. Won't be long now, friends. In the meantime, Firon, what is your favorite color? Purple, wrong answer. Bad luck.
Wow, I didn't know Fireman didn't know their favorite color.
What's wrong with purple?
It wasn't their favorite color.
Yeah, I love purple too.
Yeah, you're purple.
What the fuck?
Am I purple?
What is
Or
this
is purple
hypocrisy?
the light being reflected off of me and I'm every color but purple?
That's a good point.
That is true, but you are perceived as being purple since that is the light that reflects off.
Alright, no, I'm purple.
And that is how we describe it.
That depends on the depth of your perception. My friends, it appears we are all here. This means that, without further ado, we can begin. The Scavenger is on a mission. A mission to save the people of the oversea realm from extinction. Where he comes from, people live in airships held above a sea of ether clouds by great creatures called Titans. The Scavenger recently learned that when a Titan reaches the end of its current life stage, it descends into the cloud sea to become a demigod in the sub-sea realms. But this descent through the ether sea kills any person who was relying on the Titan for survival. Humans cannot survive the descent through the ether sea. And yet, here we are, currently descending with the Scavenger. How, you might ask? Well, he, his crewman friend, and a gunner sent by the Admiral are all aboard the Ganador, a vessel of unknown origin, its hull infused with ether and not reliant on a Titan for buoyancy or movement. It is, for all intents and purposes, a submarine designed for the depths of the ether sea. Designed for a place no one has ever seen before. Their goal, the reason they descend, is to find the blue Titan egg, which will act as an egg for new Titans to restore balance to the oversea realms. The three of them have descended for hours. The entire time, the Scavenger hears nothing but the hum of the Ganador's engines and whatever spontaneous conversation occurs between them. From the outside, it would appear a dull descent. But on the inside, within his mind, anxiety grows tendrils. What is it like outside this ship? What could possibly exist down here to be a god over? Does anything even live here? Are there wreckages of sunken airships? Dozens, hundreds, thousands? Are there corpses of titans? Are there mountains of human bones? He shudders at the thought and tries to shake it from his mind, but the dark images persist. A short while later, the gunner says he hears something. They'll stop and listen. There is a noise. Something plucking against the outside of the hull, over and over, the periodic tapping of something much harder. The sound echoes through the small interior, and the Scavenger becomes acutely aware of how reliant they are on the integrity of the Ganador's infused chassis. Suddenly, alarms go off. The whole vessel lurches to one side. Something pulls at it, hard. All three of them are thrown to the ground. The Scavenger scrambles for the oxygen tanks and masks in the cabinet as everything turns red from warning lights. Suddenly, steel screams, and then blackness. Silence. Time passes. How much? You can't be sure. The Scavenger slowly regains consciousness. He notices the air first, cold and clammy even through his diving suit. He opens his eyes and tries to sit up. His body aches and stings, but his limbs are intact. Nothing seems broken. Wait. He's in a cave. Why is he in a cave? He was descending in the Ganador, and he looks around. There's no sign of wreckage, no sign of the crewman and gunner. But wait, over there, a person. No, that's not a person. It is humanoid, yes, but the Scavenger can see tentacles, arms like a squid or octopus, gripping a spear. What is that thing? It's standing nearby, but isn't looking at him. He feels as though he's being held captive, guarded by the creature. His mask and oxygen tank are still attached and functioning, but he's been spending air here lying for however long. He checks the gauge. Oxygen is at 85%. That's not good. He can't just sit here. Quietly, he gets up, wielding the robust oxygen tank as a weapon, and he sneaks up on the Squidman. and with all his might he swings the steel object into the squidman's head, and it collapses in a heap. Alright. The scavenger focuses on his goals. He needs to find the blue Titan egg, find his crewman friend and the gunner, and locate the Ganador, all before he runs out of air. My friends, waste your oxygen on this adventure, and the scavenger will die. But if you are too conservative, you may survive. But what will you truly achieve? The scavenger walks through the cave.
Okay.
This place gives the scavenger a bad feeling. He looks about at wreckages of older vessels, a thin layer of grey mist permeating everything, tattered sails and ropes hanging motionless. What is this place? It must be where the vessels from the oversea realms settle when they sink. This must be the bottom of the ether sea. Yes, this fog must be ether, or something. But where are all the people who die in the descent? Where are the bodies of Titans? He thinks briefly of his father, who passed away 12 years ago. And as he does, the hairs on the back of his neck stand up. Something isn't right. But the scavenger does not have time to ponder. This way, friends.
I've never played Final Fantasy XI, but Siren Song C is a clear reference to this. Like, oh my god, this is similar.
think a simple steel door can stop me?
Apparently can't stop the scavenger either.
Magic.
Travelers, apologies. Please, lend us an additional minute of your time. While the infomorphic mimetic meme complex tour guide attends to something in the higher domain. They should be back within 60 seconds. For now, I will comment on your avatars. Adrim, that sword you're carrying, it's amazing. Truly, you must be a warrior of the end.
Thank you.
Il a dit qu'il aimait bien.
Okay. Thank you.
I
And you,
travel
pack
to
lover.
many versions of End, and some people that live in this world like me are not very, how can I say it, very friendly. So I need to have a big sword to big combat.
Perhaps we are lucky and must rely on you to be here, Adrim. Protect us from the... Attend an avatar.
I don't know, there's a big speeder in here that can protect you. So I don't think you will need me in against very big monster.
Speaking of very big monsters, Ragnaros, you're looking quite arachnid today, as is the lover of Pax. Wonderful avatars.
Thank you.
And you, Cilantro, what big ears you have. Goodness gracious.
Is it
Ah,
better,
the
is
cube
it better
has
to hear
returned.
you with?
Whoa.
Dearest
My
me,
friends, I have returned. Thank you, Sheen, for distracting the mortals. Now, my friends, the story must continue. This cave is occupied. The scavenger can hear noises, a strange language, and a human voice through this heavy door, which is ajar. If he was held captive by a squid man, the others could be as well. My friends, this is your first decision. The gunner or crewman may be behind this door somewhere, but checking will consume more oxygen than not and may have additional consequences. Oxygen is at 80%, and tonight I'm going to change how we're doing group discussions. We're already on the path to bad ending A, so let's make this point a little bit more fun. From Nick around in an arc, those who speak, please form a single file line facing me, starting at Nick. Everyone who speaks, please form a single file line, arcing around me from Nick.
Arcing around.
Arcing
You're
around me, friends.
It's not.
Anti-clockwise. Apologies for the vague instructions. like this. Starting here, going this way.
That's what he said. Y'all made a straight line instead of around him.
I'm not used to straight
That
lines.
happens to the best of us. Those who don't wish to speak, stand aside. This is perfectly fine. Now, this is how we're going to have the group discussion. We're going to have it one word at a time. This is going to be horrendous. Nick, begin.
God.
This will be terrible.
Somebody type this out. Somebody type this out. Write this down. Write this down.
Nick says, well. It's
Nothing.
Important.
Let's.
Is that let's?
Yeah.
Well, it's nothing important. Let's
Try.
Going.
in.
Burger.
I'm sorry, was that a burger?
Yeah?
Oui.
I don't know.
Well, it's probably nothing. Let's try going in burger. Alright.
Sorry. I panicked.
Don't be.
No. Yes, Ed. What is the next word?
Can.
Can?
Timmy.
This is deteriorating rapidly. Angelic.
Yes.
The next word is yes. Alice.
West.
Going in west. Timmy going in west. Okay.
Google Translate. To Google Translate.
Bomb.
Owen, are you at the end of the line? Or are you standing away from it?
I think I'm in line.
Are you in line? Okay.
The final word
You're the last
is
one.
what?
City.
City.
2/3 of that
I
was
was late to talking
rather
to myself in
intelligent,
my case.
but
Can Timmy yes West Bomb City? That's fine.
very well. Now, this is the... My friends, your attention, please. The deciding council of 4 has heard your wisdom and is going to make their choice. Fyron, Zared, Dawn, Jam. You heard their collective wisdom. Do we check the room or do we not?
Would you call it wisdom?
It seems the council is saying yes, we check.
Did anybody actually write
My
down what we all said?
friends,
I was hoping Trajan would write
I
it
hope
down
no
to
one
read
wrote
back.
that. Let's continue this way, please.
Don't worry, we have a recording.
It's immortalized forever.
That was hilarious.
On YouTube.
Timestamp it. Timestamp it, I beg you.
Stamp it and put a transcript.
Timmy West.
Was here.
3650.
I like Elowen's word best.
The scavenger decides to investigate. He peers through the door. Inside are several squidmen, arguing about something. You can't understand them. And he sees cages with someone in the back right corner of the room reaching through the bars. The scavenger decides he needs to take a closer look, so he sneaks towards some nearby boxes, makes sure that he wasn't noticed, and then heads to more boxes near the stairs, climbing up to get a better look. It's just a stranger. The scavenger doesn't recognize the man, but he looks unusual anyway. Something about him is off. His skin is unusually slimy. Well, the scavenger can't do anything to help him. He has no weapon and there are too many squidmen. He just turns and creeps back out the way he came, never to see this man again. Oxygen is at 75%, and Timmy is waiting for his burger.
Oh my god. That's a pretty good burger.
Burger bomb.
Or is bomb burger?
Move over, McZillads. Timmy's Burger is the new restaurant.
Bombing you.
Burger.
Hamburger.
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 Okay.
I'm thinking man in the corner.
Okay, I'm about to quote
His
that.
name is Timmy.
That sounds
Hamburger.
suspicious. That sounds very suspicious.
Stepping off a late night train. Charge McDonald's in my
Leaving
hand.
on a jet plane with a hamburger in the corner.
Hurts McDonald.
Meeting in a back
Charles
alley, sneaking
McDonald's
hamburgers
be
out.
salt?
That'd be
Little
$5.
salt
You're
jar.
counting cans of Melon Shock. You're counting McDonald's Sprite.
Burgers.
No, it's
Hamburger.
copyright, so it's right. VRT right. Sprite. But VRTravellers.
Right.
In other words, Melon Shock.
Or melon shock, either which way.
No, my friends. There are... The scavenger arrives at another intersection, and through another door, he can hear more noises. Squidmen. My friends, there is another choice to be made here. These creatures, these squidmen, or squid women, or squid children, seem prevalent in this sub-sea realm. The crewman or gunner might also be somewhere inside this door, but as before, checking will consume additional oxygen and may have other consequences. Now, we must perform the sacred ritual. My friends, please form an arc around me in a clockwise fashion. As heard, starting at Pack Lover. My friends, please stand aside.
This way. Wait.
Clockwise fashion.
Yeah, just make it arc.
Anti-clockwise, starting at Pack Lover. Starting here, going this way.
Okay.
Until.
Single file, please.
It's not really a single file, it's a curve going on.
Question being,
Actually.
do we look through the door? This is what is on the scavenger's mind. His very thoughts are being dictated by the following words. Pack Lover, what is the first word of the sentence?
Allegedly.
Okay.
Off to the start.
Legends.
Ever.
Ever?
Never.
Did you say never? Never. Allegedly. Legends never
Come.
come.
True.
I'm sorry?
True.
True. Allegedly. Legends never come true.
According.
According.
Two.
My.
statistics.
It's ludicrous.
Two.
Don't say speed.
Okay, good. It's ludicrous speed. That would be very funny. That made me say speed.
Huh?
Meddleton.
He said desu. Well, that was almost intelligible until something happened. Now, Council of Wisdom, you have heard the scavenger's internal thoughts, which apparently have nothing to do with the decision at hand.
Nothing. We were totally on topic.
We were on a topic.
The scavenger's a scatterbrain.
The scavenger is already running out of oxygen, it seems.
Hypoxia is a bitch.
He's oxygen deprived. Maybe he's losing his mind.
Very well. Now that we've all purged this memory from our minds, let's continue the story.
It's on YouTube.
My friends, this way.
Purged? Oh, no.
No, we've engraved it. It's not permanent.
Our incoherent thoughts have no bearing on our ability to make decisions.
I'm directionally challenged. I'm scared.
Wrong formula.
Split soul, that perfectly summarizes the dynamic of this group. Gather around, friend.
Wrong formula, wrong answer.
The scavenger decides to investigate. He peeks through the door. At the top of a nearby platform are a few squidmen gathered, distracted by something he can't see. The scavenger sneaks to some nearby barrels, waits until he's sure they aren't looking, and makes his way to the next room.
Oh no, Trajan's in jail.
Good.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me
Little do
out.
you realize, Pack Lover, that you are in the cage and I am free. The next room appears empty. The scavenger creeps closer. There seems to be someone in one of the cells. The scavenger hurries over. It's his friend, the crewman, and his air supply seems to be intact. The scavenger pulls the lever to open the door, releasing his friend from the prison. The crewman looks very happy to see him and asks what happened. The scavenger isn't sure. Something hit the Ganador, and then it must have crashed somewhere, and these squidmen found them and captured them. The crewman says he hasn't seen the gunner at all. After making sure the friend hasn't sustained serious injuries, the scavenger and crewman continue on their way.
They still need to find the Titan egg, the gunner, and the Ganador. Oxygen is at 70%, which probably explains the delirium the Scavenger is experiencing.
Delirium.
70% oxygen. Oh, wait.
Man.
There's too much oxygen. Oxygen toxicity.
The opposite of hypoxia.
We're getting into normal ranges. Surely our thoughts will be more clear next time. Surely.
Surely.
No,
Don't
we're
call
all
me
gonna
Shirley.
burst this can that.
Please go for a Shirley Temple, thanks for asking.
Oh, what a Bloody Mary.
For a Shirley Temple, is that a drink?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
It's
grenadine,
just
though.
Sprite with cherry syrup.
Grenadine. Yeah, grenadine.
Thanks.
Shirley
Yeah,
Temple
it's
not
mommy.
that annoying
Look,
VHS
another
advertisement
gate.
where they're trying to get rid of all those tapes. Like Shirley Temple.
Is this one as non-corporeal as the
The
previous?
advertisement right next to Moon Sand advertisements or something.
More illusionary
Wait a
fakes.
minute. Wait a darn second.
There are no gates to hold me back, because gates can't hold me back.
Don't jump!
They didn't gatekeep hard enough.
Do a flip.
am the gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
I am the keymaster. I am the gatekeeper.
So,
The wait, what? Did I? Never mind. Never mind.
No one has seen Ghostbusters, I guess.
I thought.
My friends, the story continues. On exiting the cave, there comes a strange noise. The mist muffles and distorts it, and the Scavenger looks up at the greyness. A shape soars across the sky. A ship flying without a Titan. A Tauran ship. Wait. Taunans? Down here? How did they get down here? The Scavenger thinks back to when the Tauran commander tried to steal the blue Titan egg for himself. The Scavenger had stopped him and the commander was arrested. So why are they down here? And how did they even get here? Did the Taunans have the ability to descend into the Ether Sea all along? The crewman points out something on the side of the flying Tauran ship. He points out a strange opening, what looks like some sort of intake fan. Perhaps this has something to do with how they can fly down here, he suggests. And shortly, the Tauran ship moves away. It was probably too far to notice them, and so they keep moving. Oxygen is at 65%. Please follow me.
Scared me. Didn't scare me.
I think it's just me. Every time I see ships, I say there once there's a ship that put to sea.
And the name?
The Billy O.T.
The scavenger pauses on a gravelly slope. Movement on a nearby wreckage catches his eye. He sees a figure roaming, wandering, almost drifting in an unseen current. Humanoid, and yet somehow not. The scavenger finds himself staring at it. Something about it captures his mind, holds it prisoner, until it moves out of sight and the scavenger gasps and regains control of himself. Who was that? What was that? And why did it feel so familiar? The scavenger checks the gauge. 60% oxygen. He cannot stop now. This way, friends.
You know those NPC escort quests?
Yeah.
Where they like to walk?
What was that, Metalgen? I'm moving too fast? Here.
Go on, Metalgen.
Guys, there really is
This is now a
Thank you.
4-hour quest.
We have to protect them. We have to
Finally,
put
we can
anything
keep up
that
with you.
spawns on 'em, too.
Oh god, keep up with.
I mean, I
Keeping
can
up
keep
with
up. I
Ravens.
just kind of zoned out.
Let's just rename the quest "Keeping Up with the Trajan."
Wait, burning oxygen? We're not burning it. Ah.
Are you sure? I'd like to be.
Lights a cigarette.
We're consuming it.
What would
Like,
happen if you
Like
light
to
a
burn
cigarette down here?
I'd like to burn somebody with it.
Is it an ether seed? Would the cigarette burn in an ether seed? Is it an actual seed with ether in it?
After they get their fire started. What kind of fire is it?
Straight fire, bro. Okay, huh, Chief?
The deck of the shipwreck is quiet. The water below motionless, and there is no wind. Every plank creaks beneath his feet. Something stirs ahead. Something suspended in the air. Something is appearing out of nowhere right before him.
It is the same figure from before, off-colored skin shining in the wet mist, tattered clothing brushing the deck, drifting eerily, spectral, ghost-like, and it does not seem to notice him. Its voice comes abruptly like a choking gasp for air, and it speaks. It speaks of the sound of the void, the sound of nothingness, of not wanting to die. It speaks of his desire to go back, of not wanting to be here any longer. And then it dissolves into the air, as though it was never here. The scavenger is tearing up. Why? Why is he crying? Is he sad for the apparitions? Or is there more to it? Oxygen is at 55%. He keeps moving. Oh, loot.
Hmm.
Loot. That's a weird word.
Loot?
Loot.
Give me that loot.
It's a noun, it's a verb, and it just sounds weird. There's two O's.
Loot.
Loot.
It is also an instrument.
Yeah, there's also a loot with like L-U-T-E.
Yeah.
What's that? Ahead, in the sky, coming right this way, coming from behind me. It's a Torna scout vessel. Everyone, quick, get behind something. The rocks to my left or right. Quickly! The ship comes closer, and closer, and closer. Its hum, distorted by the mist, its sound a muffled wail, and it passes overhead and turns away out of sight. They must be circling, looking for something. Were they followed down here when they descended? Or are they just looking for the blue Titan egg as well? There is no time to ponder. That panic, that heavy breathing, cost us more air. Oxygen is at 50%. This way, friends. Surely, it doesn't go much deeper than this. Surely.
The Scavenger and crewmen pause on what remains of this ship's deck. They survey the rest of the reef, looking for anything. Wait. Across the waters, he spies something. A glint of blue. Something glowing blue in the mist. And it appears to be moving. The Titanic. That must be the Titanic. It has to be. So, it's moving, so someone or something has found it and is carrying it somewhere. The Scavenger must hurry. He continues with renewed purpose. Oxygen is at 45%. This way, friends.
Don't fall in.
Oh lordy.
Welcome,
Did I say?
friend, to the tour. Enjoy the sights. Oops. Take a look around. Enjoy the fresh sea air. A great spot
Fresh.
for a beach vacation.
Great sunshine.
Yeah, but you can put a tore up hammock right there.
Welcome to the Great Gloom Archipelago.
The knockoff
Welcome to the
version of
Thunderdome.
Hawaii.
Welcome to the Thunderdome.
Oh, and then the knockoff version of the Little Mermaid. Just kidding.
The Scavenger stops. He can hear voices on the shipwreck. Judging by their accent, they sound like Tornans. They must have finally landed and are proceeding on foot. But by the way they're talking, they do not have the blue Titanic. In fact, they seem to be talking about spotting an unmanned vessel nearby on their radar, and talking of a monster lair nearby with increased activity. The Tornans soon move away, and the Scavenger is about to step forward. But as he does, he notices something. Away from the shipwreck down another path, something catches his vision. Something takes shape. The apparition appears once more, standing upon a distant shore, drifting back and forth on the spot, looking at the scavenger, and the scavenger cannot bring himself to look away. And that feeling from before grows stronger. What is it? What is this feeling? Who is... He knows. He knows who this is. Dad? Yes. He knows whose ghost this is. It is the ghost of his father. My friends. My friends. We have an important choice to make. The choice is between heading to the Squidman lair to look for the rest, or following the ghost of his father. As per ancient tradition, starting from Metal Gen, please form an arc, all those who wish to speak. An arc going around me, clockwise, anti-clockwise, from Metal Gen. Those who are not speaking, please, on the ship behind me. A single file line, an arc from Metal Gen, starting here, going this way, please. Careful not to fall off the edge.
No, they're all the way down there. Ooh. Ooh, chingies.
Very well. The question is, do we head to the Squidman lair, or do we follow the ghost of the scavenger's father? Metal Gen, the first word of the question, of the answer, is...
Ghosts.
Ghost?
What?
Ghosts, ghosts? Is that?
Ghost.
Ghosts, ghosts.
Toast is toast.
Big
Toast,
ghosts.
toast. Ghosts, ghost. Very well.
You
Ghosts,
mean space
ghost.
coast to coast? Oh, that rules.
Very.
Ghosts, ghosts are very...
Toasty.
And
Therefore... Oh, apologies. Ghosts are very toasty, and therefore...
Inquire.
About
Objection.
Objection?
Objection.
Ghosts are very toasty, and therefore inquire about objection.
Under.
Under?
And.
And.
Under.
in?
In?
In? What? Let's see what he said. He said
And.
And?
Under. Yeah.
And
Ghosts are very toasty, so therefore inquire about objection. And?
McZealots.
You're fine.
About what?
Desu.
Salvage this, I beg you.
Scavenge this.
Ghosts are very toasty and therefore inquire about objection and what was it? And McZealots Desu Burger.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Oh, this is the greatest
Desu Burger.
Are you alright? Oh no.
You had so much to live.
Oh. Bad ending. Bad ending B.
Oh.
There's nothing to salvage. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
Woof.
bad.
That was great.
There's nothing to salvage. I had to come in.
Before you even said ghost.
Very well, my friends. Council
Council
of Wisdom.
That was
You have
beautiful.
heard what the Scavenger is thinking about right now. Apparently utter nonsense. But I did hear the word ghost twice. Perhaps,
And burger.
perhaps he wants to go to the basics further.
I didn't mean to yell in your
His
face.
head in the crowd.
Very well. The council has spoken. My friends, the council has spoken. And the story was going to go this way anyway. So it doesn't matter what you say. This way, friends.
Wow.
I think all
Great
questions
answers.
need to be asked this way
Wasted on
moving
a
forward.
forced story. We need a regular tour that does this, just because.
Narrator, I'm sorry I yelled in your face.
It's okay. Trisham doesn't
That's
really
alright. I
deserve
don't
good
have a
treatment
face.
anyway.
Come on, man.
It's the greatest answers ever.
Make it into a curse, I beg you.
The purge? What?
Listen carefully. If you are quoting these answers on the Discord, I encourage you to do so, perhaps in tour quotes. However, no one give any explanation or context as to these quotes' origins. I beg you, never explain what happened here today.
Never.
Leave everyone else confused,
No.
suffering for the refusal to attend
We
this
must
unique
gaslight any
experience.
newcomers that
Yes, Etherlight.
Or any old veterans, even veterans.
gaslight
I'm
them to
never
make
doing
them
this
think
again.
crazy.
Cherish this memory and explain it to no one.
I probably should have
For it is evening.
zealots.
My friends, the Scavenger cannot help it. He has to follow this spectre. He's not sure why. He's not sure what drives him forward. But he does know there must be a reason his father's spirit is here. He follows with swift footsteps. Within a stone arch to his right, he sees the figure, glowing pale green in the grey mist. Across the water it is looking at him, staring at him. He can feel its anguish. It twists, churns in his gut like a nest of writhing worms. We press onward, not lonely.
I wonder how our oxygen's doing. Probably not enough to form a coherent thought.
The Scavenger doesn't care about oxygen anymore.
Who needs it?
Who needs oxygen when you have burgers, Des?
It's Timmy's burger.
Timmy's Burger District.
The restaurant.
Their babies, will they get the same food?
I just thought you were gonna ask me to regurgitate something for you.
I mean, if he ever prefers alcohol, let's try it.
Jump. And it's only the second time Trajan has jumped today.
first time was when he jumped out of bed.
Does he really actually jump though? Because, I mean, he's just floating.
It's a constant jump.
Out of bed, or does bed jump into me?
Who's Trump
That's
jumping into Trajum's bed?
Inside you?
Jumping into Trajum's bed? What?
Why do they call him Jump Jim?
Jump Jim.
So, what if you backward long jumped, speedrunner style, out of bed?
That's called the
Speed runner. I'd like to see a slow runner. That would be impressive.
Well, that was you about 10 minutes ago when I started complaining.
as for the bed comment,
BLJ
that's the,
stands for bacon, lettuce, and jelly.
Stands for bacon, lettuce, jump.
Bacon and jelly? Oh, that's right, they do.
Bacon jelly.
Jelly.
Yep.
Yeah,
Ever seen bacon jelly? Yeah.
I have.
You ever tried it with peanut butter and bread?
I'm not that into bacon.
Don't do it.
Why?
Just trust me on this. Don't do it.
The scavenger stops in view of a cavern. The fog around him thickens, clinging to everything in sight. The air hard to move through, almost swimming. The crewman questions the scavenger. He asks if he really wants to do this. The scavenger is persistent. He thinks he can speak with the ghost. His father's spirit is here for a reason. He has to know what it is. And he has so many questions. What is this place? Are they dead? Or are they alive? Has he seen Gramps, the family titan down here? Has he seen anyone?
Is there a
The
Desu
crewman's
burger?
face darkens. He says he cannot follow the scavenger any further. The crewman says farewell and leaves to find the blue titan egg on his own. The scavenger cannot bring himself to care about any of that anymore. He abandons his quest and heads toward the cavern, disregarding the oxygen gauge entirely.
Metalgen, I have a question for you now.
What's your question, soldier?
How does the properties of your neck affect you regurgitating for your young?
It takes a long time.
Okay.
Ooh.
Metalgen cleared his throat. It took a minute.
A strange, round door awaits him. It looks unlike anything he has seen before. The carvings are strange. They don't resemble anything in particular, but looking at them makes him feel uneasy, as though he's staring at unopened eyelids. Watching, observing. He approaches the central embossed shape and touches it. And with a gentle rumble, the door slides open and the scavenger enters.
Nothing.
Apologies for the delay. We are trying to get someone to join last minute.
I'll be right back.
Just one more minute, friends. In the meantime, I'd like you to imagine, what does it smell like in here? What can you feel on your skin? What sound do those strange chimes make? What does it sound like? Can you feel the blood in your ears? Can you feel the eye watching, observing?
Make it stop.
It smells like the inside of an oxygen tank.
Middle Jen, can you see the burger, Des?
I see myself in science class. We're being introduced to a new thing called the Bunsen burger.
The Scavenger enters a surreal stone chamber with carved pillars and pedestals, hanging crystals, dangling gems, everything shimmering blackly in dim light. He knows now why he's here. He removes his oxygen tank and steps forward. The spirit of his father appears before him, somber and sullen, and the Scavenger reaches out to touch him. The spirit is not a spirit. It is solid, tangible, real, physical, cold, grimy. The ghost looks into his eyes with sunken, empty holes. Why are you here? Why am I here? The Scavenger asks, uncertainty flooding his mind. The spectre, at first, is silent. This accursed place has sucked all but the last grain of my humanity out of my body. I see eyes, mind, that you have come here for me. The Scavenger peels off his mask and inhales the air. It tastes of bitter nothingness. There is no escape from here. This is my fate, and now yours. Stay here and remain outside the flow of time. Stay with me. Do not fight it. The feeling of your ether leaving your body. Scavenger stares at his father's ghost, the pale green, shifting and darkening, spilling across the ragged form,
I forgot that you wanted to join in.
until his father is naught but a silhouette before him. Every crystal in the room chimes in unison. The Scavenger's mission has failed, and he enters his father's embrace. He enters his father's embrace, his mind and spirit broken, shattered, his consciousness slipping away, and he feels what little humanity he has left succumb to the negative ether that drenches this entire area. The Scavenger's soul is corrupted, monstrous, inhuman. He becomes one of them, and he realizes what the Squidmen are now, and he becomes one too. He feels his hunger for pure ether increase. It grows insatiable, and he lowers his gaze at the floor, through the floor. And he descends to wreak havoc on those who dwell below. For this is not the sub-sea realm, but somewhere between. My friends, dear travelers, welcome to Bad Ending A of the Scavenger Part 2. Well done. Somehow we ended up at an ending tonight. I don't know how. My friends, this is the last time you'll get to see this ending of this tour, and the next tour I run will be the Scavenger Part 2, Neutral Ending A, which has never been seen before, and the good ending together in the same run. After that tour, there is no more Scavenger 2, and no more Scavenger. My friends, in a moment, I will place you back into the care of Sheen, who hopefully isn't too damaged from all the mimetic nonsense from earlier. But before we do so, let's take a photo to commemorate. Let's all gather here, facing the entrance at this rather photogenic location. Photographers, please prepare your cameras. I'll give you a minute to do so.
Which way are we facing? Outwards or inwards?
We are facing the way we came, the exit.
Oh.
Is the word we say for the photo.
Desu.
Burger.
The Berber. Burger,
Desu burger.
My friends, are we all ready?
I think so.
On the count
believe
of
so.
3. Burger Des. 1, 2, 3. Well, that was probably
Burger
most
Des.
important. Let's try going burger. Continue West West Bomb City. Allegedly, legends can never come true. According to my statistics,
Okay.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
Bomb City.
That's where the McZealots is at.
He said,
Friends and travelers, I am now going to pass you over to Sheen for the usual post-tour announcements. Sheen, you can have your shell back.
How can the shell?
It's not a shell, Mom. It's part of who I am.
Shell. He's a mimetic meme complex. No shell needed.
Travelers,
travelers, friends, welcome to the last time anyone will ever witness this ending to this tour. Well done on making it to the end, and well done on having a great time. I know I did.
Sounds like you have a cup next to your mouth.
Perhaps. I do, as I'm enjoying my meal here from McZealot's, the Desu Burger.
McZealot's? No. It's Timmy's Burgers.
That was Timmy's Burgers, yeah.
Oh, what if I took Timmy's burgers as my own?
Stole
delightful
Timmy's
gumbo.
burger and eating it. Genie monster.
Travelers, we are VRTravellers, and we create immersive, story-based tours with original writing, beautiful worlds, voice acting, and wholesome team effort. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoy what we do, and you would like to say thanks to us, please do so in our Discord. I'm sure most of you are already there. But if you join tonight off a friend, the Discord link is my status in VR chat. We encourage you to post photos and or comments from today's tour there. And finally, if you really does enjoy what we do, please support us on Patreon. The link to our Patreon is in the info channel of the Discord, and any donations you give will go straight back to the community for all of the commissions that we currently have open for our tours in development. Friends, in just a few minutes, I will open a portal back to the rendezvous for the after party. But until then... Oh yes, one more thing, travelers. Please, put your hands together for a wonderful performance from Trey Jim, the tour guide. And Wired, I don't believe you're here. No. But Wired, if you can hear me somehow through the ether, thank you for this world. This beautiful, scenic place with sunshine, beaches, and golden sands.
Oh my god.
He really is
Now then,
broken.
the floor is yours.
Why are you people still standing on my floor? Get off of it. It's mine now.
See your name on it.
I can write it. Watch.